Hey, what's up guys, Sir Emanon here, and welcome to another feature match commentary on the channel today. So this is going to be round 6 of LCS number 11 happening this weekend, and the first round of day 2. This is going to be between Hcabe on pure Mekk-Knights versus yugioh on Dinosaurs. And if you guys know Hcabe, you'll know that they are a pretty prolific pure Mekk-Knight player, and it's cool to see that this deck is actually currently X1 going into this round. So that is pretty interesting to see. But also, I received word and some rumors that apparently the LCS is going to prohibit the players in top cut from allowing DB spectating to happen, which means that we won't be able to actually get any replays from top cut if that's the case. So pretty unfortunate if that's true. Not much I can really do about that one. They're also going to apparently prevent like streaming as well if they can. I guess it's to try and get people onto the luxury stream. So I mean, it's their choice, of course. It's their tournament. It's just that I can't really do a whole lot about that. So if you guys don't see any top cut matches for this particular LCS, that would be the reason why. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started with this matchup without any further ado. I will give you guys an update if they do decide to like change that or if things are going to be different. I mean, I guess you'll find out if you see top cut matches anyways. But looks like Hcabe won the RPS, but is going to let Dinosaurs go first. It is Mekk-Knight after all. So opening hand for Mekk-Knight going first is going to, or sorry, Dinosaurs going first is going to be Mystic Mine, Petite, Fossil Dig, Archosaur, and Ash Blossom. Yeah, this hand's pretty good. Definitely has the ability to combo off if they were to go first into no hand traps. But Hcabe did open Ash alongside double purple, blue sky, and Sangan. Excuse me, I am pretty tired for some reason. But yeah, this is also a pretty decent hand going second because of the fact that if they were to go first, there would be no way to actually set up columns. But has a couple Mekk-Knights here, plus Ash to stop like Misk and stuff, so pretty good. Sangan is in here to search the orange Mekk-Knight, which is a way to set up a Morningstar for free. And also can search other things like hand traps or the World Legacy World Chalice, which is also the target to send off like Guister in this deck, which is pretty decent. So we're going to see Dinos go first, of course. We're going to see a normal summon of Archosaur and use the effect. But we're going to use Ash right there, which makes sense actually, because like Banishing Misk is usually going to bring this out, which allows, you know, the popping a baby. So I guess this effectively accomplishes the same thing. And I assume that the Dino player did this to try and play around Joel, which would make sense as well. But yeah, that's going to be pretty good for Mekk-Knight here. Going to go into Link Rebo, and then activate Fossil Dig for Overraptor next turn, and then just going to pass. We're going to see a copy of World Legacy's Memory being drawn for turn. Going to normal summon Sangan, and then go into Almirage and activate Sangan effect. You really need to read Sangan, that's pretty funny. But Sangan going to search for a copy of World Legacy World Chalice, so there it is. This is basically more follow-ups in Graveyard for next turn, since it searches any World Legacy card. Going to set the Memory, and then special summon Blue Sky to the zone that 2 cards are in, and then the Blue Sky is going to get ashed. Next up is going to be Mekk-Knight of the Morningstar. That effect is going to activate, pitching the World Legacy World Chalice, and then going to grab a copy of Secret. This is a really good card in this deck for sure, because it allows you to reborn a level 5 or higher monster from your graveyard on summon, and also allows you to negate any opponent's monster effect that activates in the same column as any Mekk-Knight you control. So notably, that's not an activated effect, which means that it bypasses Misk. And it also works, of course, with the Indigo Eclipse, which moves itself. So you can get multiple negations, and it's pretty good in this matchup as well. Also, this can bring back any level 5 or higher monster, which means you can bring back Lancia. So that's something to note as well. Or like Pankratops and stuff. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and proceed here. Going to activate Purple Nightfall effect after special summoning it to grab Indigo. And then summon Indigo and go to battle phase. Going to attack over the Link Rebo and then Link Rebo effect. And then going to attack with the Indigo. And then main phase 2, going to set and then pass. We're going to see a top decked Fossil Dig for turn. So going to go to main phase, normal summon Overraptor, and then use the effect. And then going to chain the Secret in response. Going to bring back Blue Sky. And yes, Misk does not protect from memories. Or not memories, Secret. Because it is a continuous effect to negate. Going to go to battle phase and then crash into the Morningstar. So we're going to see some Mystic Mine gameplay here. Going to take 200. And yeah, Hcabe knows it's coming. Mystic Mine's going to hit the board. And now we're going to twiddle our thumbs for a bit. Standby phase, the purple is going to come back. Draws Guister for turn. Going to pass. Draws Overraptor. Going to pass top deck Sangan. Going to link for a copy of another Morningstar. And then go into Avermax. Going to pass. Draws Joel. And then passes. Top decks Ash. I do wonder if Hcabe plays any outs in the main deck here to mine. Going to go for Gamma. Or draws Gamma, rather. And then going to draw Indigo Eclipse. Passes. Draws Evo Pill, which could matter later. Passes, draws another secret. Gonna special summon Indigo and then overlay for Dingirsu, which is pretty decent because the protection effect is not activated, so you can utilize it on your mind, which is decent. Set secret, pass. Gonna draw Lost World, which is a way to break the mine. Actually, wait, was that drawn for turn? I maybe missed it. Yeah, it was Lost World, alright, just making sure. So gonna be thinking, so gonna activate Lost, or Fossil Dig. Finally, some action here. Gonna add Miscellaneous Source, and then going to break the mine, so gonna activate Lost World. Activate Evo Pill, gonna chain Ash, and then gonna chain Gamma to that. Yeah, that is a pretty rough one for sure, because now Pankratops is gonna hit the board as well. Granted, the Dingirsu is gonna be there to protect it a little bit, but Lost World does trigger, of course, on Pankratops being summoned. Shout out to the Jurassic Park token. Gonna put a token to the opponent's board, and then going to normal summon Overraptor in the zone that the token's in, so that you can't flip up secret and then just bring back a Mekk-Knight. So going to go ahead and add UCT. And then going to activate Overraptor, targeting the token, and then Lost World effect. So Hcabe's attempting to protect it here, but since both of these activate in the same window, because Lost World and Dingirsu would both try and apply their effects at the same time upon the token being destroyed, I do believe that the Dino player is correct that it is turn player. I'm not 100% sure though, so we'll see. Does it work like that, or is it whose card it is? Not really sure. They're going to ask a judge. That's a good time to ask a judge, because I'm actually not sure myself. So when they try to pop the token, who protects it first? Is it a turn player thing? It is turn player. Okay, so yeah, it looks like that was true. So Lost World will get to apply before Dingirsu applies, which means that they will go ahead and send a baby or destroy a baby. Yeah, so both of these are trying to protect the token for different purposes, which is actually pretty interesting. I have not seen that come up. But yeah, baby gonna activate summon Misk from deck. So that's a cool ruling for you guys to learn, if you guys did not know that. We're gonna go into a copy of Evil's Ardolka, and then link for a copy of Cerberus. I imagine not using the effect there. Going to go ahead and activate Misk, and then Misk effect for 1. Gonna go for Archosaur, and the Archosaur effect, pop Petite to add Pill. Already pilled this turn, but just getting more fodder on the board. Petite effect to summon out Misk, and then going to link for a copy of Nightmare Unicorn, and then Unicorn effect, going to pitch Pill to shuffle back the Dingirsu, and then going to link for a copy of Access Code. Access Code going to gain 3k, and then going to banish Unicorn to pop the memory, and then going to go ahead and use it again. That's going to pop the secret. So I wonder why Hcabe chose not to use these like on resolution of access code gaining. Not 100% sure. If you guys know the reasoning, definitely let me know. I guess Pankratops would answer the secret, but yeah, memory I think could have been used there, right? But anyways, gonna bring out UCT. Oh yeah, that's because we saw UCT, so it would have been more damage. No, that makes sense. I just answered my own question. Yeah, we already knew about UCT because it was added off Overraptor. So yeah, just gonna go to battle phase, attacking the token, and then deal 1,000, and then attacking the Avamax, and then Dolko will negate the Avamax, and that'll be the end of game 1 here. So game 1 going to Dinos after some Mystic Mine gameplay. Honestly, even though mine is kind of back in the format a little bit, it is cool when like players are forced to break their own mine. I do think that like sitting on mine and like hoping to deck out is not actually a very good strategy in a lot of cases. So it's nice to see that like players are able to capitalize on the fact that mine bought them a couple of turns while giving the opponent resources as well, and just trying to make favorable trades. It's kind of like I shouldn't say that actually. I was gonna say something kind of dumb, but we're gonna move into game number 2 here, where Orzech is gonna go first again. And if you guys are enjoying this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new here and want to see more commentary similar to this style. But the opening hand for Dino going first in game 2 again is going to be Prosperity, Ash, Fossil Dig, UCT, and a Psychic Soldier that rides into battle against the security forces on Currents of Lightning using an autonomic amplifier called Psyframe. So yeah, going to need Prosperity to kind of help fix the hand here, but overall it's not too bad. And then the hand for Mekk-Knight's going second is going to be Harpy's Feather Duster, Dark Ruler No More, Santa Claus, Pot of Prosperity, and Ash. This is a pretty interesting card. I believe it is searchable off Sangan, and you can use it because it just summons itself without starting a chain. So that's pretty interesting as well. Sets up columns too. Prosperity is nice in this deck, so we'll be able to see if they can actually access their engine, because so far this hand has no engine cards. We're going to see Prosperity come down from the Dino player. That's going to banish 6, it looks like. Let's see what they get, or they banish. Dugares, Lambda, Cerberus, Pentestag, Dweller, Omega. and that's gonna reveal 6. Those are some pretty good ones. Probably take Misk here, I would assume. It could be Misk or it could be Baby. Yeah, I'm gonna pick Misk here. Yeah, the hand already does lose to Droll, so just gonna try and full combo here. Going to activate Fossil Dig next. That is going to search for Petite. And then going to activate Misk in hand, and then Misk in grave for 1. Gonna chain Ash Blossom to that. And pass turn. So yeah, these are not very good cards here. Gonna draw Memory for turn, which is actually pretty good. That unlocks the engine. I'll use Prosperity for Hcabe. That's gonna banish 6 and then get ashed. Let's see what was banished there. Morningstar, Lib, Access Code, Link, Spider, Secure Gardner, and Underworld Goddess. This is a cool card. I do like that card quite a bit. Gonna go for World Legacy's Memory. That's going to summon out a copy of Purple, and then Purple effect is going to banish itself to grab Girsu. And then going to normal Girsu, and then use the effect that's going to send a copy of World Legacy World Chalice. And then go into battle phase, attack for 18, and then go to main phase 2 and pass. For 10, we're going to see Call by the Grave, which is not good actually. There are actually just no Dino plays to be had in this hand at all. So going to go battle phase, and then activate Call by the Grave. I guess maybe to just see if Hcabe would use any cards. And then pass. I mean, it does cut off follow-up. I'm just curious as to why that was done in the battle phase, but probably wasn't, or it didn't matter. It definitely didn't matter in the end here. So top deck for Mekk-Knight's going to be Red Moon. Standby phase, the purple comes back. And then going to activate purple here. That's going to banish itself to add Blue Sky. And now we can set up columns with tokens here, which is nice. Gisu effect, going to give each player a token. And then going to set to the Harpy's Feather Duster and go into Blue Sky. Blue Sky effect is going to grab a search for Indigo. And then from here, they're going to link for a copy of Lib, since the World Legacy's Memory is in Graveyard. So Lib is going to activate to set a World Legacy spell or trap. The pick is going to be Secret. Sets up more columns in the process. Going to special summon Red Moon. Red Moon going to banish to pop the token, and then going to go ahead and summon Indigo Eclipse. And this is definitely over the end of the game, especially because they're not on full life points. And even if they were on full, this would be, what is this, 67 plus 18 is 85. So yeah, this is over game anyways. So yeah, Mekk-Knight's going to be taking game 2. Pretty nice. The Ash on Misk definitely was great here and able to secure the game. So series is now tied 1-1. And it looks like they are just looking at time here real fast. But going to go ahead and we're going to see Mekk-Knight forced to go first in game 3 here. And before we get started in game 3, just want to quickly shout out my patrons as usual. So thank you guys for helping to support the channel. The long form and consistent content is made possible thanks to you guys. Really appreciate it. And if you guys do want to help support the Patreon as well, feel free to check it out in the description box below. But into game 3 here, the opening hand for Mekk-Knight going first is going to be Indigo, Lancia, Sangan, Solemn Judgment, and World Legacy World Chalice. So this is pretty good here. I got Sangan to search, as well as Solemn Judgment to kind of set up a column here. Plus has Lancia, so pretty good. And then the opening hand for Dino going second is going to be Lost World, Fossil Dig, UCT, Twin Twister, and Droll. Pretty good hand as well. Lost World, Fossil Dig is definitely good going second. Twin Twister helps deal with the Secret, and Droll Lockbird also pretty nice because this hand kind of wants Morningstar to be able to access the Secret. And they're going to search off Sangan first, so that's going to be pretty good actually. So normal summon Sangan, link that off into a copy of Almirage, and then Sangan is going to search for the Orange Sunset. I actually don't know what this card does. I know it's just to search target off Sangan, but let's read it. Same thing as all the other Mekk-Knights, and then if this card, if an opponent's card in this card's column is destroyed by battle or leaves the field, you can special summon a Mekk-Knight monster from your hand. Interesting. Yeah, that's probably not a very good effect, I would assume. But it is obviously a name for Sangan. But going to activate Droll here, which does hurt. No access to Secret in this hand now. It would have been great too, because it would have put World Legacy World Chalice into the grave. But going to set Judgment and pass. Going to draw Evolution Pill for turn. Definitely not bad. Going to Overraptor for a copy, or sorry, Fossil Dig for Overraptor. Jeez, I'm just getting all my names confused right now. Going to activate Lost World, and then normal summon Overraptor. Going to activate Judgment on this summon. And then going to activate UCT, that's going to summon out a copy of Dino Wrestler Pankratops. And then going to go ahead and use Lost World. That's going to summon a token. And I'm going to go to battle phase. Going to Pankratops attack into the token. And then Lost World is going to protect it. Let me just see here. I'm just going to read some cards just to make sure. Okay, so you can only protect against card effect destruction. If it could protect against a battle too, that would have been interesting. But going to go ahead and destroy the baby and then summon out Overraptor. And Overraptor effect is going to grab a search. That's going to go for miscellaneous source. And then going to attack into Almirage. And then going to activate Almirage on the token and then attack over the token. And then main phase 2, going to set Twin and then pass. So Twin and Pankratops is not too bad here. Going to draw World Legacy Secret for turn. That's not a bad draw. Going to set Lancia. And then summon Indigo. And then going to go ahead and activate Indigo effect to move. Then going to summon out Orange. And then link those away for a copy of Mekk-Knight of the Morningstar. Morningstar effect is going to pitch Legacy World Chalice to add Secret to hand. And then going to set double Secret and then pass. End phase is going to activate Twin Twister, popping both the secrets. And then Pankratops is going to pop the set Lancia. Alright, so I wonder why it was done this way. Because they topped out the secrets, so couldn't they just set the secret instead of the Lancia? I mean, unless if they were like, well, if they were reading the Twin Twister, this play loses no matter what. So, like, if you're trying to play around Pankratops, like, you'd have double secret, which would be fine. I find that to be pretty interesting. Yeah, I'm not really sure. Because Lancia in hand would be definitely good for, like, the follow-up here, especially because Misk is now in Graveyard. So, pretty interesting. But yeah, going to pass. Also, this is being reduced by Lost World, which by not going to attack over the OV here. Draws Archosaur for turn, and this is just going to be the end of the game. Miss for 2, going to banish for Baby, and then Overraptor, pop Baby to summon out Pankratops, and then Baby effect. Going to summon out Misk, and then Pankratops effect to pop the Morningstar, because this card does have protection on it for battle. So that's good that they at least read that. And then get some UCT, and that is the end of the match. So Dino is going to take this one 2-1 against pure Mekk-Knights. I think Mekk-Knights put up a good fight. Would the Lancia have saved, you know, the game there? Probably not, honestly, because of the Twin Twister. Like, just cutting off Secret Access, I think, was pretty good. Although it would have bought time for maybe the World Legacy World Chalice to activate. Or not activate, but, or yeah, to be activated, right? So maybe. Maybe there's a world in which that would have mattered. But anyways, Dino is going to continue as X1, and then Hcabe will now be X2. I'm not sure if X2s can make top 16 in this tournament. We'll have to wait and see. But that's going to be it here. So thank you guys so much for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like as well as any thoughts or feedback in the comments. Subscribe for more informative and competitive Yu-Gi-Oh content. If you want to, you can follow me on all social media platforms or support me with the link in the description box as usual. And until next time, I'll catch you in the next video. See you guys.